Ndị be anyị kenekwanụ m unu. Anyị sị ka nkonye chiri ya zerụkwa. Anyị sị n'ụbọchị nketa mara na anyị mma na ihe adị ka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Otu anyị kwuru ya, otu akọ ya dịrịrị. Ise ise ise. Anyị dịka o si dị ya bụ Easter News 24 ka anyị si wee wetara ya bụ ozizi n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nketa gbasata maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo nọ n'ime ya. Ndị nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ n'iru akwụkwọ. Dịka o si dị, anyị wetara unu ozi one of the Biafran activists wetara n'iru akwụkwọ. Quote, gbasata maka ya bụ latest development and ihe Biafran Deputy Prime Minister bụ Dr. Ngozi Orabueze degara akwụkwọ to US and o kwuru ihe dị iche iche ya bụ ife ka anyị ji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ, and also the update gbasata maka Maazị Simon Ekpa and Maazị Nnamdi Kanu's release. Dịka ihe ga ya bụ ife, biko tọ ntị na ka ịnụ ihe Dr. Ngozi Orabueze kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ, ị ga-esi gị dropụra ife iche n'ụdị nke gị. All right, over to you.
Biafra currency will soon be in use across our land, and as history shows, our good money will always drive away the bad money. The plight of Biafrans will not be ignored. Although some may deliberately ignore the plight of the Biafran people, and others may simply be unaware, Biafrans will continue to advance on the path of recognition and nation building. The application and issuance of our Biafra national ID cards are currently ongoing, and we are in the process of finalizing our Biafra international passport, which will enable Biafrans to travel to countries that recognize our nation. And I want to use this opportunity to thank those countries you know yourself that have already shown interest in the recognition of the United States of Biafra and ready to welcome the first batch of the United States of Biafra citizens that will visit your nation. Thank you so much. In addition, work is also on the way to provide the Biafra driver's license. Our next steps. We will continue to strengthen stability and peace within our polity, which we have achieved to a very high degree. We'll continue to deepen alliances with nations across the world and ensure that every Biafran is protected wherever they may be. Above all, we will keep mobilizing Biafrans worldwide to speak with one united voice for justice, for freedom, for equity, for fairness, for the United States of Biafra. Declaration to Nigeria and its allies. The government of the United States of Biafra hereby issues the following demands. End of occupation. Nigeria must immediately cease its illegal occupation of Biafra land and withdraw all their security apparatus from our territory. Just like Michael Rubin said, Nigeria is currently forcefully occupying a foreign land, which is the United States of Biafra. Stop the divisive tactics. Nigeria must end its instigation of Biafrans against Biafrans. Trust me, we already know these tactics. The government has uncovered this plot. Over 98% of Biafrans have uncovered this plot. Over 98% of Biafra that supports the United States of Biafra government under my leadership has already discovered this plot. And we will not allow such divisive strategies to undermine our unity. Cease resource exploitation. All activities relating to the illegal exploration and exploitation of Biafra's natural and mineral resources must be brought to an end. It must be brought to an end. The United States of Biafra is a sovereign state with all its natural resources, all the crude oil in Biafra land. And I want to use this opportunity to thank the countries and organizations that have realized the independence of Biafra and are reaching out to continue their continued business is protected in Biafra land. Countries that support true democracy, freedom, human rights are encouraged to reach out to the United States of Biafra government to continue to get those natural resources you obtain from our land, from Biafra land. But this time you will continue to get it at the right price, at the right standard, with the right components, ensuring that our lands are not degraded. Any country that has signed any contract with Nigeria in relation to any mineral resources coming from Biafra land, we are calling on you to sever cut off that contract immediately. The United States of Biafra government will continue to control its natural resources. Recognition of sovereignty. The United States of Biafra and its people must be accorded their rightful status as a sovereign state under international law. We've met all the criteria as an independent nation with a mapped out geographical location with a certain people that came together to declare their independence in Latin Finland, with over 50 million that have voted through a self-referendum to exit Nigeria. We have met all the criteria. We have all the legal backings. We have our Constitution of the United States of Biafra. We have the declaration document fully signed by over 1,000 Biafrans that met in Latin Finland. We have our currency. We have our allies that we are building. We have met all the legal criteria as a free nation that must be respected by every country and every people. We are not begging anyone. You don't have to give us our freedom. We, the people, have our freedom in our hand. All we seek is for you to respect that freedom with all the legal documents that have given us that backing. We also seek an end to transnational repression. Nigeria must immediately halt all acts of transnational repression as witnessed in Kenya and Finland. The world has witnessed the transnational repression conducted by the Nigerian state, of which they still continue to do in their own little way with their people, with the people that collude with them. We have those information. We ask you to stop. You cannot win to fight a free nation. We ask you to stop. Stop collusion. Nigeria and its allies must cease all forms of collaboration and collusion aimed at undermining Biafra and its people. If you are a nation colluding with Nigeria, if you are an organization colluding with Nigeria, we ask you to stop. We ask you to stop. The people have spoken. Cancel exploitative contracts. All contracts concerning the illegal exploration and exploitation of Biafra's resources must be discontinued without delay. And do not go into any new contract that has to deal with the crude oil that comes from Biafra land. Do not enter into any of that contract with Nigerian state. The people must defend their land. We will defend our natural resources. We will defend our land, and we will defend our people. To the people of Biafra, remain steadfast. Hold your head high. Remember always that you are citizens of an independent nation under illegal occupation. Each day, we move closer to the systemic removal of all Nigerian forces and their agents from our land. I promise you, we are doing that by the seconds, by the minutes, because we have peacefully written to them to leave our land. We have peacefully written to the Nigerian state to leave Bafra land, to withdraw the reintegrated terrorists they gave AK-47, wearing Nigerian military and police uniform. We have written to them to peacefully leave our land. Biafra will defend our land. Biafra will defend its people. Biafra will defend their natural resources. Like I said, each day we move closer to the systemic removal of all Nigerian forces and agents from our land, and nearer to the moment when the world will recognize the Biafra flag as the banner of a sovereign and independent state, of which we were an independent nation between 1967 and 1970. We are reactivating, we have reactivated some of those policies, some of those ideals that existed at that moment. And I want to tell Biafrans, we are very, very happy. We've succeeded. We are succeeding by the minute with the support we are getting. The United States of Biafra citizens are mostly Christians. Nigeria has been declared as the most dangerous place in the world for Christians to live. That is part of the reason why we've declared our independence to exit Nigeria. We must safeguard the lives of our people. We do not want to live in a country that reintegrates and rehabilitates non-terrorists into their country. Hire them into the military, into the police, into the security. Hire them. They are part of the politicians. Most of their politicians are reintegrated terrorists. So any country at this time dealing with any Nigerian politician in any ramification, just know that you are promoting terrorism based on court orders from countries across the world. On behalf of the government of the United States of Bafra, I declare, long live the United States of Bafra. Long live our people, and may God bless our liberation.
Ndị be anyị ngwadalụ nne nnukwu n'isi wee na-esonyere anyị n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa. Ka efi were ekwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ihe Biafran Chief of Staff kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ bụ Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Gịnị ka i were ekwu n'ụdị nke gị gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile nọ okwu n'iru akwụkwọ? Drọpụọrọ ya alụ gị, drọpụọrọ ya ife iche n'ụdị nke gị ka a mara ife iche your own reaction gbasịta maka ya bụ ife na Eastern News 24 webe anyị si wetara onye bụ ozi. Ọzọ dị ka ịbịa bụ tụsakwa ya bụ ozi ka ụmụnne anyị dozi n'ebe dị iche iche wee marakwa ife na-emenụ and wee mara the update on the latest development on Biafra Republic government in exile. Daalụ rinne na ụmụnne m.